Cool. I've been live for about 5 minutes now.
Yeah. Well, I tend to hit right on the time. So I want to say.
For 37 years, so.
Yeah. So I'm going to say hi to Eric because he was the first one here. I don't know why. Hi, John. Hey, Chris. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Donnie. Welcome to the stream. And this is my best stream yet. We have 3 people here.
There we go.
Yeah, and where did the Goofy get Mirror Universe Millennium Falcon? It's been, Donnie, apparently you haven't been watching my stream for a while because that's been my logo for a long time. And you're actually the first one to mention that it's backwards. My daughter.
What's backwards?
The Millennium Falcon on my logo.
Nah.
Yeah, it is. I noticed it last week.
Hey, Kenny.
It's a prototype.
Well, what it was is I don't think she was paying attention when she drew it. But with it being backwards, it does help a little bit that maybe Disney won't come after me.
That's true.
Hey, Kenny. Hey, Donnie. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. Cringeworthy. Huh? Cringeworthy. I'm working on the tank. You're going to be like, oh, why'd you do that? Oh, don't glue that there. Oh, my God.
Bench Bunny is not as cool as Bench Goofy. So there, Eric.
Oh, hey, Ras was watching my stream too. That's cool.
And my logo is so tiny that you can't tell it's backwards. So I'm going to work on the pearl in a few minutes, but I figured I'd let everybody see what I do on these tank treads to get them to go together, because each of these individual pieces has to be put on one at a time.
Just too much like work.
Yeah, it is. But it's actually very relaxing. Hey, Shu.
Hey, don't mock the bench bunny, okay? We're talking about my feet too. He's bugging. He's like, Pepe.
Okay. So first, line up the next link best you can. And this is the key. This is like a 0.5 or smaller drill. And I put it in there. It clears out anything that's in the hole, in the way, keeping the wire from going in. Ow. Sometimes it pops out. Get this back in here. But the key thing is, what it does is it makes the entire track, or the entire, I guess you'd call it a tunnel across. Did that break? No, it didn't. But it makes the entire tunnel across line up correctly. And of course, I had a rhythm going earlier today and knocked out a bunch of them in a very short while. And since I'm on camera now, it's not going to play nice. Actually, probably what the problem is working on the whole thing. I usually do a section and then put them together.
Well, I'm taking Chris's advice. I just don't call him Christopher because that's my boy's name. I'll take Chris's advice. Doing it in sub-assemblies.
Yeah.
I've actually never done anything in sub-assemblies. I just put it together as it is. I paint it as I go, and so on and so forth. So this is kind of a first for me.
That's how I did all the trucks I built.
What, as you go?
No, in sub-assemblies.
Oh.
basically just build pieces and then eventually you can put them all together in one.
Okay. Now you can see, and by the way, I'm using cheaters for this, but you can see those two tracks are together. And I will pull this back out, and it should let me slide the wire straight on through. And what I'll do
How many links you're doing? Like you're not just doing one big ass long track?
No,
oops.
There's 240 tracks or links total. And they were in two separate bags of 120 each. There's 120 or 113 links per side. I checked it today, and I'm about 3/4 of an inch short of being able to finish one side off. So what I did was I pulled the drill back out. I stuck the wire in there. I don't know if you can. This is going to focus on. There's a little piece of wire in there. Once that's in there, take the other pin vise. Don't grab this one. I've actually grabbed the drill portion before, but take the other pin vise. Get some. I know I put some super glue in here. Where'd it go? I lost my super glue. But you take a drop of super glue. And all you're looking to do is put it right on the end of the link where you just put the wire in. Because what that's going to do is it's going to keep that wire from coming out. And it's going to make the link stay together while it's still able to move like these are. So let me see if I can knock out a few more, and then I will bring stuff for the pearl over. Because you can see I've got it there. The instructions at least. So like I said.
So Mac, what are you doing? That ain't the pearl.
No, that's the Constitution.
Cool.
Yeah, a year and a half sitting on the shelf. I had to blow off a bunch of dust.
Another Chris, there's a lot of Chris's. The other Chris from Classic 101, CP101, he's doing the same thing, the same kit, and boy, he hasn't made an update either. I don't know if people get burnt out or what.
I will say I enjoy working on the wooden kits more than I do the plastic kits. So I think that's probably why it's taking me so long to do this one.
I think you said that's the Revell mark?
Yeah.
I have acquired, I think, parts of... I've got at least one full one, but I think I've acquired parts of two more. Because yes, because those parts are so old. Like the sales, the sales on all of mine, I'm not even going to try.
Oh yeah, I believe mine is a reissue. I'm not sure from what year, but it's not like a super old version. My father built this back in the early 80s as well, so his was like a super older version, but this one, I think, is the reissue of that kit.
Well, I think one of them, at least one of them that I've got, is the same kit that my brother built in the 70s.
Yeah, probably the same kit my father built.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Kenny. Nobody beats you when it comes to shelf queens.
No. Actually, let me see. I'm just looking. Holy crap. Actually, Chris, this track isn't quite long enough yet. The Pearl has treads, yes, indeed.
Version.
Actually, Chris, I'm not hating them. I'm having a blast with these things. At first, it was really difficult, and trying to use these plastic ones was ugly. And I tried to use the cheater tool they provided, but none of it works better than just holding them like this. And truly, the biggest part that has made it a lot simpler is using a drill bit. And these CNC bits are all casualties of building this thing. This is a steel bit instead of, I don't know what those are made of. They snap. But this is one of the cheapo bits I had just laying around. And I'm actually having some pretty good luck with it.
Yeah, I think I'll stick with rubber tracks that my tank kit came with. Yeah.
The only reason
I'm all for intricacy, but that's pushing it.
The only reason I'm building a tank.
I alone couldn't see what you're doing, so.
I said I'm wearing cheaters.
Yeah. Even with them, I'd have a hard time, I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, trust me. It's interesting, to say the least. The only reason I'm doing a tank
is that this kit is missing parts. Like, this is not the first time I've come up with this problem here.
You didn't know that some parts you have to build?
That's why I wondered if it was an AMT kit, because every AMT kit I've built has been missing parts.
It's really bad. Probably, I'd have to say there's 3 missing pieces and 1 piece that doesn't even exist. Like it's here, but it doesn't go anywhere. That makes sense.
So what you're saying is you're missing 3 pieces and you got 1 part from another kit.
Yep.
Wow.
That is correct. And this is what is this again? Hologram. No. Okay. If we're going to talk about companies that we have a hard time with, I'm going to have to go out on a limb, and each one of us can answer this question. And you guys sitting at home, you can join in the fun. What's like your most hated model company that you've never had success with? I'll start. Lindbergh.
AMT.
What was that, Matt?
AMT.
All right, Buck, you go.
I'm thinking. I actually managed to have success with most kids.
With some of those truck kits, for instance, it's a nightmare getting there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. After watching you and Eric, I have several truck kits.
Yeah, I can't wait to do my next one.
I mean, I've enjoyed every one of them except for the cab over I did. But for me, AMT kits take the cake. I don't think I've ever even built a Lindbergh kit.
Chris says Lindbergh as well.
You know, thinking about it, I would have to probably say, because this is the one kit that I threw away, was the Defiant, and I think it was MPC that made the kit. I threw it away more because we were moving than anything else. Or actually, who makes the Maquis Fighter?
Oh, yeah.
And
Revell, I think.
Is it? No, it's not Revell.
The company that does the Maki Fighter, the Kazon Torpedo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Voyager. That's got to be Revell, isn't it?
Well, because the Maki Fighter, and it's my own fault because I wanted to light the warp engines. Almost lost a track there. The Maki Fighter just was a bear, and I never finished it. The Defiant I didn't finish simply because I was in the middle of it when we moved, and it was being too much of a pain in the ass, and so I was like, "Nah, you're not moving with me."
Donnie says Lindbergh. That's 3 for Lindbergh.
Yeah, like I said, I've never actually built a Lindbergh, so I have no experience with them.
Schumann, he takes Buck's stance. He's never really had any issues.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, in the end, even with the worst kits I've had, I was proud of the results, but there are some that the journey is just such a nightmare.
Actually, I just came up with the company, and I continue to buy their kits.
What is it?
Eagle Moss.
Oh!
I've never done one of those either.
Oh. Oh, come on. Where's the love, Caitlin?
Hey, I didn't say I'm not going to do them. I'm just going to say those are the ones that they are the bane of my existence. Because I love the subject matter. The kits suck.
Isn't Eagle Moss? Because I told you I was like, man, I'd love to do one. And I think it was Eagle Moss that does the Willys Jeep, the World War II Willys Jeep.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was like, man, if I was going to do one, I'd probably do that. And then, of course, that was before all you guys started having like these horrid experiences, and then I'm like, dang.
Well, see, the thing is, like we talked about, the Willys Jeep is just like the rest of them. It's $60 a month. They will send, you can do from 1 to 8 kits every week to I think it's 2 months. But if you do 1 kit every month, you're looking at 5 years before you finish it.
Yeah. When you put it in perspective, I was like, oh, yeah.
Well, on the other hand, though,
I always said if I was going to do a subscription kit like that, I'd go with the Victory or one of the old sail ships. I think it's a company called I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly. D'Agostini.
D'Agostini and Wayne.
Yeah, I know I butchered that, but yeah, they put out a subscription HMS Victory that is just phenomenal. But in the end, the price is just so high.
Well, from what I understand from Kaylin.
Hey, Jalen.
Is Kaylin here? Oh, Jalen. Hi, Jalen. So, those are the tracks I just put together in the last 20 minutes. So I've gotten a little bit better at them. But from what Kaylin was saying, Wayne at World of Wayne was building the Victory from D'Agostini.
Yeah.
Hey, GB. And he burned it. It got that bad and frustrating at some point that he burned the kit.
Oh. Wow.
Insane.
I still personally want to do it. It's just, again, the price tag puts it way outside my reach.
Yeah.
Build it or burn it?
Build it. I don't think I'd have, honestly, I can't imagine I'd have that much trouble with it, honestly.
There was a guy that was doing it pretty steadily over across the puddle. Genesis Models. I was watching him for a while, a year or two back. I don't know if he completed it or not.
Only 1,000 more to go. Yes, indeed. And those are my cheaters that I was wearing.
Hey, GB.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Donnie, minis count. But I didn't realize Games Workshop was that bad. We're put together as kits there. Welcome to the Mount Hills, GB. Always welcome.
Yep. So,
Welcome to the Wild Bunch. Right?
where did...
Okay, so this may have a seam, but it's facing down, so I don't really care. Or do I? I don't know yet.
I would think that Eric cares. Oh, no, you know Eric. He cares.
No, I know he is.
Well, what's funny is I got him on a seam that wouldn't even be seen to fill and sand it.
Wow.
I still took care of that seam.
You did. No, it's funny because I figured out over the last couple of years how to push Eric's buttons. Exactly which button to push to make him do something. Okay.
You're doing good then, because I've known him a long time and I still don't know those buttons.
Well, everything is model kits, and it's one of these things that when he gets going on a model, if you put something in the chat, he'll look at it and go, "Really?" And then he'll go after whatever it is.
Yeah, Buck's evil that way. I've opened my soul numerous times.
Yep. It all started with this little kit called Titanic.
Yeah, turning into Bismarck, turning into God knows what in the future.
Yeah, but you can't complain about the price for the Bismarck.
Oh, I'm not complaining at all. Hell no. Buck literally is my hobby star, so. That's like no joke. At the beginning, if you watch the beginning of the stream, he has a picture of his stash, and it's ungodly. Like it's just like, whoa.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I know. It makes me sad about mine.
That's 7 years of unrestrained spending.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's for when he retires. I totally get it. It's for when he retires.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm hoping I'll be able to retire. That's the thing you don't know nowadays. But the closer I get to it, the more I want to start building up my collection.
Yeah, well, and that was the thing is my wife and I talked about it, and she used to ask me, why do I need more kits? And I finally convinced her that when I retire, I'm going to build a lot faster than I do now.
Well, thing is, when you retire, too, you don't know if you'll have the money to buy more kits, so you might as well buy them when you can.
I know I won't have more. The money.
Oh, look, there's a Richard Pizzal watching my stream now, too.
Is there?
Hey!
Hey, I'm on a roll.
Hey, Richard.
23 subscribers. That's a far cry from where I was.
You have like 1,200.
Yeah, I had 1,200. Wow.
That is
somewhere, I guess.
That is true, Chris. Kalen collects that much in one weekend.
What's that?
Kalen, he bought the other day, or a couple of weeks ago, 22 kits on the scale model graveyard.
Wow.
He said it was like 105 or so for the kits, but the way shipping is these days, he probably paid $200 in shipping.
Right. If I pick up one or two while I'm out shopping or something, I figure I'm doing pretty good. But
Whoops, Eric just dropped off.
oh, what happened to Eric?
So there's my latest acquisition.
Ooh.
He's back.
I actually was looking at that one.
He's almost back.
Yeah. No,
So-
I was actually looking at that one at the store when it was available, but I didn't pick it up.
I got it off of eBay and it cost me like under $30 shipped. But it's,
Yeah, at Walmart they were 24 bucks, I think.
well, and I had to get it because I don't have them all. There's a few that I am just not impressed with, but I have
Right.
almost the entire AMT line of Coca-Cola kits.
Nice. Yeah, because I picked up the delivery panel van. I picked up the.
You're talking about the panel van. Is that the one with the 2 Coke machines?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it into a red green possum van.
I keep looking at that one.
Yeah, because I also picked up. Well, I got for Christmas the trailer, the tractor trailer and the trailer for it. At Walmart as well, so it was a good selection at the time.
Yeah. So, Chris,
Not so much anymore.
my camera's backwards because I'm streaming from Discord. So, these 2 pieces of wood I got out, and I got to do some work with them. But it's kind of funny. These 2 pieces are 5E, which is supposed to be the ladder from the below deck to this deck. The only problem is, I mean, if I lay it almost flat, it's over twice too long.
So that's where I'm happy with the Pearl kit I got, because it's nowhere near that detail.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy with this. When I came across it, I truly. Hopefully, I can show this without having doors fall off and stuff. Did I fix that one door? I did. I had one door fall off on the upper deck. Something is loose in here. Oh.
Yeah, I heard that.
Well, it's one of my removable pieces.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, the kit that I have, there's no interior for it.
Yeah. Well, this one doesn't have a side on for this part.
Yeah. I don't
And
know how much I'd like that. That would drive me crazy.
well, when I saw it, I showed it to my wife, and she was like, "I love it." This is actually her kit that I will finish someday.
Those are long-term projects too. That's not something you can finish quickly.
Yeah. Oh, I've been working on this one for at least a year and a half, maybe 2 years.
Yeah. That's kind of how I've been treating this Constitution kit. It's not a kit that I'm going to finish quickly, and in fact, I don't want to finish quickly. So.
No.
But it has taken a little longer than it should, I think.
Hey, Spence, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Spence. Hey, Chris. Check this out. Now, is it supposed to go down where there's a lip right here at the top, or is it supposed to go and sit flush like that? Is it flush? Because in the pictures, it shows it almost like that. So there's a big difference. So, do you got any thoughts or ideas? I don't know if the back half is supposed to be a step down, because it does make a difference with these 2 pins right there at the bottom. It should be flush.
That's what I would have said too.
See, and it's so weird because in the pictures it shows that it's not flush. You kind of pick it out.
That might just be a discrepancy in the drawing, though. I mean,
right there. See the lip?
Yeah.
It just looks like it. It looks like, but it's not the only drawing. It's also on the next page as well. There looks to me like it's a step, and it's just weird looking.
So Shu said that he has done some 3D prints for his wife, and Kenny said, "Show off, shub."
Yeah, crappy drawing. Okay. Kind of. I was hoping it would be level because that's what it looks like to me. I really got. Oh goodness, easy. Because it just sits. It sits on top of those little nubs right there.
Not the nubs. I'm currently looking for want of a better name to call it, Sprue H. There it is, I think.
Yeah.
No, that's B. There it is. That should be it.
Check the fit of the other parts, but I'm pretty positive flush is correct. Okay.
This is how.
I'm having a hard time. But not exactly that bad, but it's enough where sometimes it's annoying, like now. The Tamiya extra thin isn't going well with this type of plastic. Like it doesn't wanna melt properly like you would think.
it could be that type of plastic.
Turn this little boss. Well, Buck, brand new mat that I'm working on.
Uh-huh.
I googled it up twice.
See?
Really bad.
See?
Look,
Purple mat.
see that? That's what Tamiya extra thin does when you spill it out of the bottle.
Yeah. I've done that. I've done that.
Yeah, I wasn't saying that particular word at the time, but yeah.
Well, let me see it. I missed it. What was it? Oh, yeah.
What I did was, when it's loose, because it is getting pretty low and you can get another bottle, you kind of like, you shimmy it a little bit to get it on the tip of the brush. Well, I did it a little too vigorously, and she came out. So what I did was, being the smart guy that I am, it was sitting right there, and I was like, you know what? Oh my God, look at what happened. I better place it over here. So that's what happened. Then I went bottom off, so I got 2 spots.
So, Eric,
Wow.
let me show you something that I keep right underneath the bench. I have a hanger for it.
Yeah, look, see, I got it. It's under my tank.
Yeah, but do you have a whole roll handy?
Yeah, yes, it's on the other side of the room. That's way too far right now. Way.
It is.
Yeah, I can't be around the tank. Yeah, we like the.
Yeah, I was going to work on the pearl tonight, but I need a break.
The brush telescopes? Oh, Oh, really? No way.
I've heard that.
All right.
I've heard that. And I've never figured out how to do it.
IR's a smart one. I had no idea the telescope.
I've never been able to get one to do that, to a telescope. So when it gets down a little ways, I dump it out and then I pour the rest of it into the new bottle. And I don't dump it out on purpose. I do exactly what you did.
Pour it all over your desk.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, but I didn't do it. So there's the scene. I can't, like I said, to me, extra things not doing well with this type of plastic. So I will have to use my putty to get that. Is it on the other desk? Yeah.
Tamiya wasn't working on my wife's plane. I have another one that I'm building for her. So, went to CA.
You went to California? Nice.
Pull the bristles, there's 2 white tubes. I know there's 2 white tubes, so if you pull the bristles, it should pull them out. I'll give it a try when it gets low. Hey Dan, welcome.
Seeing this line, those were added on and poorly fit. So close. I had it in hand. I was gonna.
I think what he's trying to say, Eric, is that before the kit was perfect, so they added those parts to screw it up.
Well, I think Chris is talking about the actual tank. Those were added on and poorly fit anyways. I don't know, you might be talking about the actual tank. Hey.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
I've seen that step. I just have never been able to pull that thing out.
If you get a camera, Matt, you always look into the camera.
Well, no, I bought a new camera today, but it looks a little hazy to me. I'm not sure if... Yeah.
Now, Eric, when you're talking to people and you're on the camera that's pointed at you, you do like I do. You look up and to the right so that everybody's like, he's ignoring us, but I'm actually reading the chat. This is what I don't like about wooden sprue. They put parts like that inside, very fine, detailed parts that now I have to find somewhere to store.
Right.
And when it comes...
I picked up this today. Yesterday, actually. It's it's a little tray.
Oops.
Yep.
With all these little sort of jars in it. That might be suitable for what you're doing.
Well, what I've got is these. I've got several of these.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I don't know if you've seen the Oakry workbench thing that they have, but it has 5 of these built into it.
Yeah.
It's a workbench and it's a kit. You get to build it. So which one is, or which ones? 3. Ah.
It says remove this middle piece, huh?
So apparently before this left the factory in, I think it's Russia is where this is made. This one part, I mean, I'm really, really impressed with ZHL because apparently this part fell off. And so they taped it on.
Wow. My experience with these kind of kits is that if it falls off, it's in the bag somewhere.
Yeah. This is a monogram. Yep, monogram cans are for. It doesn't say. It doesn't say what type though. You know how they have like usually a letter designator. I guess after the thing, this is just cans are for tank. That's the name of it. That bench bunny. Chris named it. You can thank him.
The tracks go on the ship? Hang on. Shu wants to know where the tracks go on the ship, so I got to show him. Okay. So here's the ship, Shu. They go right there. They go wherever I put them. I just hope my LEDs are still, they should be good in there. But I have to always remind myself whenever I think about the LEDs on the Pearl, they are not resistored yet. Do not do something stupid, like apply 24 volts.
See, the few LEDs that my kit came with, I won't be putting in.
Even my wife said, I was like, you said the 24 volts, and I was like, well, who would do that? And I hear, she's in the room, and I hear you. Wow.
So I got to try this. Nah, see, that's what happens when I try. Oh, even better.
Mine was the same way. I wasn't able to get it to come out.
Even better. I pulled the brush out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, see, mine wouldn't
Oh,
come
finally.
out. I tried it too.
After I destroyed the brush, it came out.
Right.
Well, and fortunately, I can just throw that brush away.
No, fortunately, I don't have to try it to find out if it works.
Eric?
That's true.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I knew I could count on you.
Well, see, I wasn't too concerned about screwing up this bottle because I got a spare or two. Actually, this one's unopened. This one's about a half a bottle. Yeah, so I'm not going to be trying that again, Chris.
I think you should. Just be safe.
Although
That's a clear indicator that you shouldn't.
actually, Eric, if you decide you need to do it, pull this out and put something in the back end to push it in out so that rather than screw up your brush.
No, I'm good now, thanks.
You're good. Okay.
Coward.
Grab the tube, twist and pull. I did that and it came off. No. Plus, I'm not going to do that, Donnie. Plus, if I need to, I have about 200 or 300 of these things. You know, these little brushes. So I'm good.
Where'd you get those?
Amazon?
Yeah, but what are they?
They're brushes. They're micro brushes.
That's what they're called? Micro brushes?
Yeah. And you can get them like that. These are micro sponges. And there's 3 different types of micro sponges. So like I said, I got about 100, 150 of each.
That is quite good.
Oh no, I scratched. I cut the purple mat. Damn it.
Now,
Where are we going?
crazy.
Too late. Okay, those will fit. This is too organized. I'm not used to having everything in just this little bin over here. Everything should be in a pile over there.
Right?
But then Kenny sends his trolls over and to clean up my shop, and I can't find anything.
What twist? Yeah, it's supposed to twist.
Wait. What did Spence just post?
We're twisting, yeah?
Ah! And Eric, these are within your price range.
What is Overlay? TCP Overlay?
Yep. Okay. Those are only the sponges, though.
Yeah. Huh? Okay.
2,000 chippy chips for cleanliness. I just made money. I'm the only one that makes money on my stream.
Well, it has these notches where the commander's turret, I guess, is. And you put them in, and you would think that it would turn it so that the hinge to the hatch is like straight on. But that's not. Oops. Let's stop hitting that. That's not the case. You put it in the notch and you can't twist it. You can't push it down and twist it because it doesn't work that way.
Eric?
Off kilter. Unless I nip off those little pitons there.
Eric? You know why they did that. You're a fan of TOS. They did the same thing in TOS. The forward screen is actually off to the right.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I thought that was dead on. I thought that was like, the screen was straight ahead.
No, the screen is off to the right because if you look at the bridge hump, the round part at the back for the turbo lift is directly at the back, which is over Kirk's left shoulder. Which means
you got me all messed up. I thought it was off to his left, his back left, right?
Right. Which puts if it's off to his back left, so I don't have anything big and round. Okay, this is the bridge. This is the turbo lift, and the screen is right here. But when you move this turbo lift to the back of the bridge dome, you're now facing this direction.
Well, that's screwy.
Well, Canon says that was a security thing, so that if somebody got access to the ship and was coming off the turbo lift, blah 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 blah, they wouldn't know exactly where to shoot for the captain. The truth of the matter is, It was an aesthetic thing, and Roddenberry didn't want Kirk to have to turn all the way around to look in the turbo lift. So it's supposed to be, they're supposed to be pointing straight forward, but physically they can't.
All right. This now faces the right direction because I took those damn things off.
Okay, Donnie, the thing is, the screen is centered and the turbo lift isn't, but if you look at the bump with the turbo lift shaft at the back of the Enterprise bridge bump, it's directly behind at the back, which means the screen is on the right, or I mean on the left. You forget, Eric, I've been watching Star Trek since I was 4. And it wasn't in syndication then.
Yeah, I used to watch it because my mom was into it, and I'd watch it. She would watch it, and I'd watch it with her. And that's how I got into it. And I actually liked it right off the bat. I was like, wow, cool space show. I was like, heck yeah. And then, Next Gen and stuff came out, and I thought it sucked. To be honest, I just didn't like it. Their clothes, the outfits sucked. The ship was
The outfits sucked.
yeah.
When you go back to the original series, and you think the Next Generation's outfits sucked?
Yes, I will.
Wow. Wow.
I have to agree with you, Eric, that when I first watched, or when I first heard about the Next Generation, I was like, they're going to ruin Star Trek. But as I watched and got,
Mr. Giggles opening.
as I watched and got older and have seen it multiple shows, I actually appreciate most of them, except for this one that they came out with. They didn't have to. Jean-Luc Picard belongs on The Next Generation. He does not belong on Picard.
Gotcha.
Well, sure he does. That's his name.
Yeah, but that show sucks. I haven't even. I've managed to watch 4 total episodes.
Yeah, I never watched it. I'm not what you'd call a big Star Trek fan.
Actually, here's how big a fan I am. I can even tell you what the first episode I watched was.
Trouble with Tribbles.
No.
Wow.
It was the Empath.
I actually never sat through a whole episode.
Because you suck.
The first episode I ever watched was The Empath. And I know that because I remember the guys with the big heads and them wounding these other guys who I had no idea who they were, and this chick that made their wounds go away.
I think my all-time favorite original series episode was the Doomsday Machine. I always liked that one. My mom's was the Trouble with Tribbles.
When they were in syndication, the Doomsday Machine, when they were in first syndication in the early 70s, they wouldn't play that one very often.
Yeah, right? Well, see, it was made in the late 60s, and the Cuban Missile Crisis was in the early 60s, so...
Bring logic into it.
Too soon?
That's a good one, Donnie. The Corbomite maneuver was the first one that Donnie ever saw.
Oh, nice.
The little guy and his Tranya.
Yeah, Spence. It probably got good in the third season, only because they changed their outfits, probably. I'm just saying.
Actually, they did.
We got guys in, like, I think it was the first episode, we got guys wearing skirts, you know? That was just a little too much. I was like, what?
It was supposed to be a unisex thing, and everybody was equal. First one you saw was the man trap.
Been over.
So the first one that Shu saw was the man trap, which was the first one that was aired. I'm betting that Shu remembers watching them first run.
Wow.
Well, I do too. That was the what was it? The Empath. I watched first run. Oh, 4 years old, and I was like, that's really cool shit, man. You know, Shu, you should give DS9 another shot. I never liked DS9 either until I actually sat down and watched all the way through it, and it's got some pretty good things.
You get all excited. Huh? You get all excited. Come on. You're all happy now, huh?
Kenny just said, best uniforms, Galaxy Quest.
Boy. Yeah. What? Good boy.
Galileo 7 is awesome. Squire of Gothos is, if I remember right, that's with Trelane. And there have been discussions about whether he's a Q or not. They're not on Amazon anymore? Wow. The reason I know why they're not on Amazon anymore, Kenny. It's because they're all on Paramount Plus. It's their way to make you get Paramount Plus.
Yeah, screw that.
It's like Disney with Star Wars.
Yep. Well, Star Wars or a lot of the Avengers stuff.
Yeah, Avengers, yeah.
They are now exclusive to Paramount Plus. Wow, I knew that was coming. And I'm one of these.
Might have to find another kit to dig out.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm just getting bored with this.
Get out the tank.
If this were a wooden kit, I'd be all over it. Like, I'm tempted to dig the pearl out again just to work on it some more. I don't know. I do have a tank kit out. Bring this up. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby the other day.
Cool.
I'll go back and start working on that.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's not really a tank guy. I'm not even sure why I picked it up, to be honest.
So Chris said that Paramount Plus is $4.99 a month these days. What's funny is $4.99 a month with commercials. I pay the extra $6 or whatever it is. I pay like $11 a month for no commercials, but they still do the stupid CBS commercials when I watch something. One of these days I'm going to call them up and say, listen, I'm paying for commercial free. Get that shit off of there. Oh, no, they went the PG rating.
everybody's going to different level plans now.
Yeah.
Where, if you want to cheap out, you're going to get like our own personal unskippable commercials.
Yeah. Well, and then, what is it? Netflix we have for free because we're with T-Mobile. But we pay the extra $4 a month to not have commercials.
The only one I watch now is Netflix, and it's only because they carry some really cool military documentaries, and that's kind of what I like.
You ought to look into...
Tea breaks in your old age. That's true.
You ought to look into Discovery Plus.
I have Discovery Plus. It's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
for $5, it's really good.
Yeah. My wife and I are big fans of the paranormal shows, and they're all over that channel. All over that thing.
Chris said you need commercials for pee breaks in your old age. And Jalen said exactly what I was going to say. Pause button. I don't need the commercials. I have this pause button. Netflix never has commercials, and Netflix never has newer movies.
It don't matter. All of the old ones are pretty good. Minus Galaxy Quest.
Hey, somebody bought that one for you.
Who bought it for who? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Espanol?
Dirk is going to be so heartbroken.
I watched it. Yeah.
Magellan TV?
I've heard of that. But I'm sorry, I don't.
Alright, I'll put this away. I'll dig that out.
What are you digging out? Truck kit? Oh,
No, I've only got one truck kit left. I'm gonna leave it alone for a while.
you see
I got like 14 trucks on my shelf. I'm not sure I have any more room for another truck kit.
Send it my way.
Well, I'm supposed to. I have one for you. Box away.
What are fitting parts?
That Max's well shoe. I don't use it near as much as I should.
Yeah, I thought this is where I am on my Pearl kit.
The top looks really good.
So
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I can see. Oh, there we go.
you're about 1.5 decks up from me.
What's that?
You're about 1.5 decks up from me. Plus, you have the hull done, or quite a bit of it done.
Yeah, let's be fair. This is half the kit yours is, so.
Well, there is that. But I'm willing to bet I've been working on this one
roughly
for.
the same size though, or is it smaller?
No, I think it's about the same size.
I think so.
Yeah, but this only has the top decks. It doesn't have anything below that, so.
Well, and I've only been thinking about it. I think it's actually coming up on 3 years that I've been working on this one.
Wow. I want to pick up another one like the Halcon, I think. I enjoyed that kit.
Magellan. Okay, Magellan is all your military and history type documentary channel.
Oh yeah, I have heard of that.
I'll have to check that out. Wonder if I can add that on the TV, like an app or something. Yeah, who did set up the speed build? Was it Chris?
I think it was.
Yeah, Kenny needs to do a speed build. Oh, speaking of Kenny, since you're not babysitting, you're on the phone or the computer or whatever. I've already picked out my Christmas build that I'm going to do. Isn't that insane? We just hit April, and I've already picked out the build I'm going to do for Christmas, which I won't say, but I already picked it out. Let that dry up the fan. Oh, wonderful scenes.
Finally. I've just spent the last 10-15 minutes getting glue, dried glue out of this thing so I can use my glue.
Already committed you to join the speed build.
I did.
Yes.
I did. Said Eric's joining.
Yes, I am. The speed build, this year's speed build, I will be doing the Phantom, the Jolly Roger Phantom 1/72 scale.
What makes it a speed build?
You get like 5 days to do it. It's from no less than that. It's from Christmas to New Year's.
Actually, it's longer. Last year it was from the 26th to the 30th or 31st at midnight.
Yeah, it's 5 days.
Well, Chris gave us another day. Wait.
No.
Yeah, to midnight on the 1st. Okay, somebody take a screenshot of that and post it on HLI, because Kenny just committed to the speed build.
Oh.
Hang on, I've done this before. That's why I have a thing that says Eric loves Goofy.
Oh, well, take care, Ken. Get some good sleep. He committed. Everybody screenshot that. You know what? I'm on my phone as well. Look at that. Okay. So easy to do. Watch this. This is a live stream of a live stream. Boom. You see that? That, my dear buddies, is a screenshot.
Oh yeah, I just took a screenshot too.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's a screenshot. See that? That's not live chat. That's not live chat. It's a screenshot.
Spence just posted a link to the speed build, and let me see if I've still got it. Paste.
Now he's saying, okay, welcome back, Ken. You didn't miss much because you were only gone for 5 seconds.
Well,
That's a lot of wheels.
So if you look on the community now, Kenny just committed to the speed build. I pasted that up there.
Well, maybe I'll do it too.
You will.
Well, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's rushing through a model kit.
You're spitting fire right now, Eric?
What's that?
Spencer just said that, man, Eric is really spitting the fire right now.
Okay.
I didn't know you were spitting fire.
I do. It's a hobby.
I have a lot of hobbies. The last time I did a tank kit.
Chalk up 2 more missing pieces. Yay!
Eric, I know where those pieces went. Stop spitting fire.
Well, you might be referring to, did I say Christmas? Yo ho ho, yes, I did. since Christmas. I have my Christmas build picked out.
I do too.
And it's trust me, it's something nobody will ever expect.
What? The one that you're building?
Yep.
You're building a Goofy?
Not even close.
I'm gonna bet that once it's revealed, it'll be fairly predictable.
No, it won't. No, it won't. Nice try. Nice try.
It will. It'll be something so totally Eric.
So Eric's going to try and speed build the Bismarck.
Little part. You can pick up the.
No, I'm not going to. I was about to throw some mahogany stain on these, but I think I like the wood better. Just plain.
Oh, no. Don't get into wood types. Kenny's still around.
So,
Those look pretty cool.
if you look at that frame that I have on there,
Yeah.
does it look good or bad with no stain on it? I think it looks fine.
No, I like it. I prefer myself for things like a frame like that to be a totally different shade or color from the surrounding stain because you want it to stand out anyway.
Yeah. Okay. And that's the thing is that the only stain I have right now, and I got to rectify that soon, is that mahogany stain that I used on the deck.
Oh yeah.
I have a few of those, the 3 shipped 1/2500 scale Star Trek ships that can be banged out quickly. That's what you think, Kenny. I've got one I've got the 7-pack that's been sitting here not finished for about 2.5 years.
Chris thinks I'm building the NSEA Protector. No. No.
Galaxy Quest.
I don't even know what that is.
Wait, you don't know Galaxy Quest either?
No, good question. I do. I don't know what that thing is that Eric just called.
Oh, the NECA
You
Protector?
said you didn't know what it is.
What?
The Protector's the ship.
Oh, Galaxy Quest? I don't know what that is.
You know.
The Protector's...
I'm the one that hasn't seen it.
Galaxy Quest?
I haven't seen it.
No. Oh, do you have it really?
No, I haven't.
He refuses!
Nothing to be ashamed of.
We took away his nerd card last year because he hadn't seen it. And then...
This is one of the wonderful kits, Eric, where I've got to heat up plastic and melt it. Honestly, it's a God's honest truth. It's a pin, and you got to round over the end of it so that it doesn't pop out. So now I'm going to play with fire.
Plastic, right?
Yeah. Now I'm going to play with fire.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, we're going to see.
Yes, he got the DVD for Christmas of Galaxy Quest. So, yes. Yeah, Dirk Pitt, who was his Secret Santa, sent it to him.
Yeah, no, I'll watch it eventually.
Someday.
It was an okay movie.
Another one that Eric needs to watch sometime when it's available somewhere for free is Forbidden Planet.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I don't think I've seen that one either.
If you
I saw it on YouTube, but you got to pay for it.
when you watch Forbidden Planet, you'll feel like you're watching a Star Trek movie. And it was made in 57, I think.
There's a chance I'm not going to like it then.
See? He's already got the grumpy old man syndrome.
It's not about grumpy old man, it's about my dislike of Star Trek. That's all it is.
Grumpy old
Yeah, a little bit of that, you know.
man.
So you're saying he's related to you, Eric?
I'm not grumpy. I'm Sally Sunshine. Are you kidding me?
But you're old.
Sally is right.
Sally Sunshine, baby.
Listen, Sally. Yes, old school. No, if you get a chance, the Forbidden Planet, I thought I was like, yeah, whatever. When I first watched it, and then I was like, it's actually really good. Yes, Leslie Nielsen before his hair was full on white, and before he started doing comedy movies.
He was in that?
Yes.
No kidding.
Close Encounters, it has been a long time.
They have, what was that other one there? War of the Worlds? I think it was the original there. War of the Worlds?
That was a good one, too. The only problem with War of the Worlds, and it's the source material, so you can't really get around it, is that the aliens die from a cold.
That's hilarious, though.
Well, I mean, you kind of got to go with what they were going for. I mean, they're aliens. They wouldn't have had immunity to our germs.
Yeah. And in that, H.G. Wells was actually brilliant that he did that.
Yeah.
Of course, then what's his name?
Isn't War of the Worlds the one where it was like, it originally started with, the radio show, and then people freaked out?
Yep.
Yes, Orson Welles did a similar to Radio Mystery Theater. He did that with War of the Worlds, and people thought it was real, even though there were commercials and it said this is a play and all this.
Is that how gullible the people were back then?
No, it's just it was the first time anything like that. It was the first time anything like that had ever been done.
Well, and they did it like it was a news broadcast too. It wasn't strictly a story.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was. I imagine that people were scared.
And I remember, I think CBS made a television movie about it back in the 70s.
I believe so. Let's not even talk about the Tom Cruise version.
Yeah.
That would be nuts.
Yeah.
Who was
I got it on DVD if you want it, Eric.
Nope, I already threw up once enough.
My wife?
I'm not exactly a huge Tom Cruise fan, so...
No, not either.
Well, my wife watched the other day, The Day the Earth Stood Still, with Keanu Reeves.
I didn't care for that one either.
Oh,
The latest one with Keanu Reeves. That was a terrible movie.
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree.
Oh, on that subject, if you haven't seen the new Matrix movie and you're planning on picking up the DVD or Blu-ray,
Don't.
Save your money. It was terrible. I don't have ever bought a Blu-ray ever and ever really wanted this one.
So, Eric,
Nah.
rather than watching that movie, watch Galaxy Quest.
What?
Don't watch the new Matrix movie, watch Galaxy Quest.
Yeah, Galaxy Quest is an okay movie. I'd watch it.
I have a copy.
Alan Rickman. I liked it. It was just a decent Tim Allen movie, I think.
Just gonna.
I think it's a decent Star Trek movie, to be honest.
I do too. I thought it was amazing.
Well, again, not being a Star Trek lover, I don't think it would take much to make it a decent Star Trek movie.
No, Galaxy Quest is awesome. You gotta watch it. It's just amazing.
I've seen it.
Eric goes
You
in.
know what I'm talking about then, right?
Eric goes into this mode anytime somebody starts talking Galaxy Quest and telling him he should watch it. He's like, I've seen it, it's awesome.
What's really funny is he tries to convince me that there's a decent Star Trek movie, and there really isn't.
Stop that point.
Alright, yeah, you got me on that one.
Which one?
Wrath of Kona.
Best Star Trek movie ever.
Yeah, you got me on that one.
You know, sometimes, Eric, I think you really do need to watch Galaxy Quest so that you know why you need an Omega 13. Because you need an Omega 13 device.
I'm going to awkwardly just chuckle at that one. Just to pretend I know what the hell you just said.
Wow.
All through, I don't want to spoil it, actually.
No, please don't. Please don't. I want this to be a virgin watch, okay?
Okay.
Right? A virgin watch. That's what I want to be.
Two really good reasons to watch Galaxy Quest. Okay, so Sigourney Weaver, and the other one is?
Alan Rickman.
Sigourney Weaver's left boob, Sigourney Weaver's right boob. Right? Did I nail that?
I'm thinking that's what she was trying to say.
Actually, Eric, should I tell them about that wonderful...
Sorry, Chris.
Your sister and myself for Christmas one year?
Yes.
Not even bought. You went to McDonald's and got it free. And that was your Christmas gift to us.
That's right. I'm broke, man.
Yep, you went to McDonald's, got your Happy Meal, and you showed up at my house and you brought Back to the Future on VHS.
See? That was an amazing movie. You're welcome.
I don't think I ever watched it.
By the way, Eric, Chris said you nailed it.
You guys, he hasn't even watched. I have watched Back to the Future. See?
Well, I've watched Back to the Future, just not that copy of it. Your wonderful gift.
Why? Because it has Ronald McDonald on it.
From McDonald's.
Okay. Spence said, can we all admit the Star Wars Holiday Special is the most brilliant piece of cinema ever made?
No. I don't think anybody on the planet can really make that claim and seriously mean it.
Yeah, he actually doesn't seriously mean it.
Well, that's why Shu said Spencer has hit his head and called 911.
I sat through it in 78. The one time it was on TV, and Eric and I have tried to sit through it on YouTube.
Nope. Can't do it.
Nope.
Never watched it. In 78 when it came out, I thought it was silly that they were doing something like that. And I've seen it. I've tried watching it on YouTube, and I think I made it in like 15 or 20 seconds.
Yeah.
It's so horrible.
Yeah, it's not good. It's almost like watching any of the last 3 Star Wars movies.
What?
Almost.
Those fanfics?
Yeah.
They're not canon.
Sadly, they are.
I don't consider them canon.
I don't think I'd ever in my life would have thought I wouldn't have seen a Star Wars movie, and I haven't seen the last 3. The last 2, including the Solo movie.
I haven't seen Solo. No, I haven't seen Solo.
No.
You should. It's a good movie.
Yeah?
Yep. And they actually made sense out of him doing the Kessel Run in under 14 parsecs. Seeing that parsec is not a measurement of time, it's a measurement of distance.
What's that? Okay.
No, Shu, I never watched it. Never have seen that.
What's that?
Shu said, I think we all watched it when we were kids. And I'm like, nope, never did. And Spence is supposed to be the smart one here. And I have no idea. The first time I ever saw Boba Fett was Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting thought, though.
So many wheels.
You know, with what movies were on in the theaters at the time. When I went and when I saw Star Wars in the theater, the same theater during the day was playing, or at night, I'm sorry, after midnight, was playing Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, the White likes that movie.
I do too. I think it's a blast.
Not really.
Yeah.
So I take it you weren't very appreciative of the remake either then.
Remake?
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yes. They made it. They did a remake because they've been doing a lot of remakes on things like on old shows. But they did a remake, and Frankenfurter was actually I don't remember if she was cross-dressing or if she's fully trans, but it was a transgender, somebody who was born a man and is now now professionally as a woman.
You're outside my pay grade now.
Shu said the first movie he remembers seeing was 2001, Space Odyssey.
I have once, but I stress only once. I haven't actually seen it in a long time.
And that's a movie that I can't actually sit through. I never could.
The 2001, I can watch the whole thing, but I have to do it in segments.
Right.
And I still, to this day, do not get the space baby.
Yeah. Starts out with a bunch of monkeys around like a black cube or something.
Yeah, the obelisk. Meatloaf again.
What? Who's having meatloaf?
Donnie said, let's do the time warp again. He's talking about Rocky Horror.
Oh, Rocky Horror.
First time Boba Fett showed up in real life was a parade before Empire.
The next Disney Star Wars will be all about assembling and programming. C-3PO. That's fine.
I built a 3PO.
No, I looked for the Bandai C-3PO, and he's like super expensive.
Yeah, it's why it's the only reason I haven't got it yet. I got all the other droids, I just don't have that one.
It's funny, I can hear Mark sanding, and I keep thinking it's Thumper.
I got Thumper back in his cage. He really wanted me to pay attention to him. So when he does that, he headbutts my ankle, and he starts like scratching his feet on my shin. Yeah.
You have a problem with bleeding?
Oh, yeah.
You shouldn't have a problem with bleeding, Eric.
Right? I don't got time to bleed. Name that movie. 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's Predator. Come on, guys.
Ah.
Yeah, this is the reason why I didn't answer.
Oh, that was an easy one.
I was thinking.
No.
I recognize the line.
When the other guy next to him, he fires off his 203, and he's like, "You got time to duck?"
Good old Arnie.
I actually like 2010 better than 2001. Oh, real year or is there a movie?
Yes, there is.
That is a whopper gap.
Leaking oil? Come on.
Yes? Wouldn't you leak oil? Wouldn't you leak oil, Terminator?
What was his name? Bishop. See? I'm on Bishop. He's cool.
Yep. Bishop from Alien?
Yeah.
So you don't leak oil, you leak some white mayonnaise looking stuff.
Happens to the best of us.
That scene where he gets like knifed in the back by the queen, right? Like that must have been like a really crazy scene to shoot with him spitting crap all over Sigourney Weaver.
I remember when my aunt and uncle went and saw that in the theater, and I babysat. They came back and they were like, "Oh my God, that is the scariest movie ever." And now we laugh about it.
Yeah. No, we found it scary, but I've heard a lot of people who say that,
Well, here's what was really awesome. When I was 13 years old, they had this really neat invention called Laserdisc. They would play that movie in the mall, in the electronics store. And it was rated R.
I won't watch the theatrical version of Aliens ever again. Now, I saw the extended, with the sentry guns and all the other added tidbits and stuff. That's like the true version. That's what should have been in theaters.
Are you talking Aliens or Alien?
No, Aliens.
No, I'm talking the first one.
Like for instance, the theatrical version never showed the sentry gun scene, among others, but that's like one of my favorite scenes too.
It's just not pleasing you.
Nope. But I will. But again, the extended version, absolutely. That's got all the fancy tidbits. You look up on YouTube the sentry gun scene, and then you're like, why did they even take this out?
Chris just said I'd spray crap all over Sigourney Weaver too.
Ah. Here we go.
It was a matter of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the streams usually only stay PG for a short amount of time.
Yeah. Well, you guys weren't paying attention. I don't think I dropped an F-bomb this time. But I did say shit or something like that.
Yes, in Spanish.
Kick ass.
Ow. I need my wider handle.
You think?
Is it a new experience? Eric, is it a new experience? Because I could have sworn you said I think.
I think. I don't do it often.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is it a new experience?
I think the next tank build, I'm going to try the photo. I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to do like photo etch, metal barrels, all sorts of funky stuff.
Tracks?
Too much like work.
Cut it out. It's fun.
Tracks, Eric?
Rags? What? Bags?
Tracks.
Crack?
Crack? Yes, crack.
Crack? Yeah, I can try crack, I suppose. Let's see. Let's see. Amateur audiences. The church said.
Wow.
Lucky, you work at the Ecto Sunday.
Yes.
Inquiring minds wanted to know.
Uh-huh. I see that. Chris asked. Donnie said, hey, Eric, I'll watch the sentry gun scene on YouTube if you watch Galaxy Quest.
Well, they really want you to watch that, don't they?
I told you.
Answer to those things. These guys are just trying to get me riled up. See, I'm not going to do it. He's just going to be.
I told you we took away his nerd card. I mean, you know how drastic that is.
Yeah, I'll get it back. Even if I have to steal it, I'll get it back.
I think you did once.
No, you know what? I'm making a shop cart. Technically, that's about as nerdy as you can get, right? So, I'm making my own nerd card. So,
By the way, Eric, you need to put on there somewhere nerd card.
I should. We should. Speaking of shop cart, I'm thinking about sticking with the original one. The other one, I just got a little too fancy, and I'm not entirely sure why it came out blurry.
I don't know. I mean, it was weird. It's like one of them is high res, the other one is not.
I didn't change the resolution when I was doing the editing on it.
Yeah. Well, see, and that's the thing is I've looked at it, and And I've thought about doing more with the Goofy Millennium Falcon, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I might put a background or some sort on it, but I'm going to leave it alone. I like the way it looks.
Right.
And I did it on the Queen Mary. I love the way that Terry put Goofy's one hand up like he's holding something, because that's where I put the model that I'm working on.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And so, Chris, I think what you asked was if I was streaming on the Ecto on Sunday. I wonder.
Me too.
Damn it. Triangle file. Or square file. I wanted the triangle one.
Where's that? Where I go? So, it's my lighter.
TVIMA. Immature. Bud, what's up? I see. Chris was trying to get me to set off my speaker. I like that. That might actually work. I'm starting to build a ladder.
All right. Good luck with that.
Yep.
Do you have to place all the rungs as well?
Yes.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, that's why if you look right there, I took my triangle file and notched that.
Yeah. I had to do that on my victory kit, and it was a nightmare. And it was because it was on a smaller scale too.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's that file.
So let me see. I need light in there.
Look at you little fat.
That looks about right.
Yeah, that's how I approach all of my model kits.
Fake it till you make
That's
it.
about right.
That looks about right. If it's not, I'll fix it later.
If it's not, I'll just ignore it later.
Yep.
Hey, bro.
Fix it till it is. Sorry, didn't mean to steal your line there, Eric.
No, it was just loadable was fun. See, I used to love swinging a wrench. Now, you asked Mac if he liked working on cars.
Oh, God, no. No. And I still maintain, if anybody tells me they like working on a car, I'll call them a liar to their face. Because there ain't nothing enjoyable about that experience.
It is. It's such a wonderful time.
Wait.
Liar.
Eric has
Mowing machine. Working on
Liar.
So,
That's about the last time I had to replace my rotors and pads, didn't I?
Yes, I think you did. You said you had a wonderful time at it.
Oh, yeah. It took me 3 days to remove 2 rotors from the rear end of a Jeep Wrangler. I broke 2 socket wrenches, a brake puller, and I threw a proper fit by picking my toolbox up and throwing it across my lawn. And I wasn't embarrassed about it.
Well, you can't be because you have to go and pick it back up.
Nope, I was not embarrassed by it at all. I hate that experience so much.
and
I'll take someone to work on my cars from now on.
And this is why I drive a 2018 that I bought. It was the prior, or was it 2 years? Yeah, I think it was 2 year prior model, but it was brand new. I bought that sucker because I was tired of fixing cars.
Yeah.
I get it. How do people get tired of fixing cars? I mean, other than things like electrical, I totally get that nowadays, but like older vehicles, man, let me get in there.
Then get in there, but leave me out of it.
Exactly. It's just like Eric. I used to love fixing airplanes. And then I realized that I was the guy who was fixing airplanes while everybody else was trying to figure out how to get home early and, from cutbacks.
Yeah.
When we got Block 50s in Spangdahlem, Block 50 F-16s in Spangdahlem, first digital flight controls for F-16s, I spent 4 months on 12-hour shifts because I took the worst broke jet every night. Oh, Eric? When I left Spangdahlem and went to Luke in Arizona, a lot of people had gone to Luke from Spangdahlem. The pro supers there were all fighting over who had to take me. I mean, who got me?
Wow.
They fought over who was going to get me because they knew when I fixed a jet, it was fixed. It was no longer.
It was fixed.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, it wasn't.
They stopped letting me near jets after a while.
Why? What'd you do?
I had a car accident in 1991 that basically destroyed my memory. And I think they figured if I'm the guy fixing $1 billion aircraft, I probably shouldn't be, having memory problems.
Yeah. Where's that?
Well, I was doing fuel systems maintenance, so I was the guy at one point, and of course, Eric knows me now. At one point, I was small enough to be able to climb into those fuel cells, and yeah, I guess they figured I was probably not the best person to be doing that kind of thing anymore.
No, especially if you're the guy that gets forgotten inside of there too. I've heard of that.
To be fair, if I got forgotten in there, it's probably because I forgot I was doing anything at all. Yeah, my memory was so it still is this day. It's horrible. So, and that car actually did horrible things to me.
Yeah.
I had a best friend.
Just
I
one?
had a full-size pickup, and I had just fixed, speaking of fixing cars, I had just fixed up a 1980 Oldsmobile Omega. And I was so proud of that thing. Man, I had a Grant steering wheel on it. I mean, it was not the right hole about, but I was like, yeah, I took this from, it wasn't even running, piece of junk, and it was roadworthy after that. First, drive in, long, lengthy drive. I was taking some stuff back out to Oakland, Maine, off the Maine. And he a friend of mine, was right behind me, and he was paying attention to the four-wheeler. He was like, oh, four-wheeler. I was stopped at the T intersection at the top of a hill, kind of a stupid place to have one, really, and I was at a dead stop, and he was doing 45. I did not have my seatbelt on. By the time my car stopped spinning and doing 360s in the middle of the intersection, I was in the passenger seat. And somebody came up, I remember somebody came up to the passenger side door, leaned in, said, hey, you all right? And I'm like just coming out of this, like, holy cow. I said, yeah. He reached over, that's when I realized where I was. He reached over and shut the car off. Yeah, that's when I was like, shit, I'm in the passenger seat. Who the hell was driving?
I had something similar to that, except for it was 87. I was in Germany, had my first car ever. I had bought my car in Germany, and I was on my way to work. We were sending people out, and I see this truck in my lane and a car in the other lane, and I think, okay, the truck's passing this car. 11-ton truck, have you. Now. And I'm like, okay. And that's the last thing I remember other than a jarring thud and waking up in my car. The guy was asleep. The guy was asleep in my lane. The little red car that was passing him, or that he was passing, was actually going the same direction I was. It was an unmarked Polizei car going the opposite direction, or going the same direction, who went around him, but was smart enough not to honk his flippin' horn. I leaned on my horn as I went past the guy, and he woke up. He woke up, saw that he was in the wrong lane, and drove over my car.
Yeah, mine looked like a hatchback when Keith was going with.
He entered my passenger door and exited through the trunk, and the only place that you could survive that car in that accident was in this position I was at, because it was literally, that was the highest point in the car, was the pillar on the driver's side. Everything else was flat. But what was funny was when I came to, I'm like, okay, I've had an accident. Shit. I turned the key off and stuck it in my pocket. This is back when we had the solid OD greens. So pockets were a little bit more convenient. Stuck the keys in my pocket, and I'm like, shit, the car's still running, so I put it in park so it would not roll away. Got out of the car, turned around and went, whoa. And it was funny because they grabbed me. They thought I was dead. They literally thought I was dead. They grabbed me, they pulled me over, put me in the red car. This is how I found out that it was a unmarked cop car. There was a radio in the glove box. And I'm like, dude, you mind if I smoke? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. Do whatever. You're alive, man. Do whatever you want. And after I lit my cigarette, I'm like, oh shit, I've got to put my warning triangle out. So I get up and I go to get the warning triangle out of the trunk of my car, which is flat on the ground, and so is my gas tank. And they're like, no, and they grabbed me and stuffed me back in the car and like, shit, stay. And it was funny because there was a guy that was sweeping glass off from the accident, off of the road. And he was white as a ghost because I got up when I got out of the car, because he was the guy who had killed me, he thought. It spun my car, which Opel Rekord is a fair-sized sedan. It spun my car 270 degrees around. And it totaled the truck, basically. It pushed his right front wheel was pushed 4 feet back. Turns out he was doing 100 kilometers, which speed limit for that size of truck was 60. I was doing about 60 kilometers because I had slowed down trying to figure out what this guy was doing. Combined total speed between the two of us was only 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, you are lucky.
I walked away from that thing.
Some of the shit we survived through, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, Eric, what's funny is I walked away from it, and I cracked jokes all the way to the hospital when the ambulance showed up, and they said, "Lay down," and tied me to a backboard. I'm like, "What? I'm good." How do we know we're not? Shu just said, "How do we know you're not a ghost?" I am. It was funny. I cracked jokes all the way to the hospital, and then when they finally, after they did the x-rays and they determined I didn't have a broken back, they let me up off of that gurney, and I'm sure that they threw away the sheet because there had to be about 5 pounds of glass that fell off of my uniform.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane, dude.
Well, the only piece of glass that was left in the car was the driver's side door window. Everything else had shattered. And funniest thing that I did after that was that, when my flight chief came and got me out of the emergency room, I'm like, dude, don't have a hat. I was an E3, and my biggest concern after this accident was I didn't have a hat. Chris just said that he'll have a good story if he survives this live stream.
That's something you can tell your grandkids. Let me see this. Done. There. Now, that one's done.
I don't believe you.
Check. Nope. It's checked off. It has to be done.
Yeah, you put a big line in the middle of that thing too, but that didn't stop you.
Yeah. I just need to, it says not to glue the gun to the turret, but I don't know. I probably know.
Nobody tells me I can't do something.
Exactly.
Oh, married man, I know of at least one person that does.
Wow, that was pretty cool. I still have a lot more to do in here. I am putting the side shields up, and I suppose, what do you call them? The brackets. These brackets here that hold the side shield up on this. I'll probably end up doing those, but it looks to me like those big side shields here. Yeah, it's got a Revell sticker on it. That's nice.
It's better than engraved in there.
No, it's not. I can sand it off. Oh, it's gonna be glue.
Well, you're going to put glue on the model too, so what are you bitching about?
Oh, man, it's like... Look at this. Yeah. And they know they're gonna like, oh man, there's gonna be like some OCD that cares a lot about his models. He's gonna get this thing, he's gonna freak out, and I'll have a good laugh in the meeting room. bastard.
The worst part is, Eric, they're probably watching the stream right now.
I knew there was something fishy to Chris. No, we'll call that extra goop on the side. We'll call that battle damage.
There you go.
Oh, is it on the outside?
Yeah, that's on the outside.
What the hell is wrong with them people?
So the inside has the grooves that you can see, the bracket holders. Now this is the interesting part because you can see it right here. This is the battle damage, but you have to literally saw, like, because there's no preparation, obviously, but you have to cut out the two panels on that one side. So I'm not going to do that. If I wanted to battle damage it up, I'll use fire and just poke a hole in it.
They did say something about you had fire earlier.
Yes, I did, because when you're putting on the separate piece to the barrel, the very tip of it there, the flash suppressing part of it.
You mean the part?
When it went on, that's when I noticed there was a severe kink to it. So the whole plastic was like warped. So I was like, hey, I'm going to heat it up. Well, I keep forgetting that heating up the plastic is good if you don't do it quickly. Because it can be like, it's not bending, and then all of a sudden it'll be like a shrinking. And I was like, oh shit, and of course it's drooping all over the place, so I had to put it back really quick. So much needed sanding, and it's back to normal. See? Easy fix. Easy fix. Now I can catch up on chat.
Armor is what that's called. Chew keeps trying to figure out where the tracks go onto the pearl.
That's an interesting question. Mine didn't come with tracks.
Chosen armor is what it's called. Chosen armor.
Your pearl didn't come with tracks? What the hell?
No, I feel ripped off.
You don't have rubber tracks?
No, he doesn't have tracks for
the
So Kenny's leaving. Good night, Kenny.
Na 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 na. I got rubber tracks. Just saying. All right, have a good one, Ken. Thanks for joining.
Yes, thanks for stopping by.
So, intermission, for me anyways, the Queen Mary 2, black paint is on. Anybody seen the forums, the HLI forums? I posted a couple pics, I've been posting progress of it. I actually need to take a video here coming up, but I think I'll do that once the white is put on. But it's looking really good. The first coat of black went on really good. If we're talking nautical terms, on the port side, it looked really nice. On the starboard side, however, what do you call it? Bow? No, starboard side. Front? I don't know. Anyways, the front starboard side, that area, for whatever reason, and mind you, at this point in time, I'm using rattle can, but it's Rust-Oleum, so it's the same brand. I'm not mixing the paint. And the paint, the primer underneath it had been dry for days. Like, seriously. Cured the whole 9 yards. You could tell because it had this, you could tell there was an interaction because it had that crackling effect. like dry earth, Utah desert kind of crap going on, so.
That's a persistent problem for me.
I've had that happen too. You use the exact same brand and the primer and the paint itself don't like each other?
Yeah, it was weird because I've heard that if you mix, like if you use, like, for example only, Krylon primer and then go over it with, Rust-Oleum paint, there might be an interaction. Okay, I get that. That's two separate companies. But when you're using the same stuff from the same company, it didn't make sense. So I had to sand it all down and then repaint it. And the repaint came out better. I'm not going to be fussy about it. This is one thing I'm going to change. I'm going to start practicing on the airbrush, but I'm not going to use it right away. I'm just going to practice with it. But what I am going to do in the interim, especially with my Model Cats, I'm going to buy the Tamiya spray cans. I hear a lot of people have a lot of success with those. And it comes out in a finer mist. It's, it's a little can for the same price as a big, Rust-Oleum 2X or whatever. But I don't know. I think getting the modeling paint is worth it for me while I'm practicing with the airbrush. So
I've actually had some interaction, and I don't remember if it was Rust-Oleum or what brand it was. Maybe it was operator error. Could be.
Right.
But I've had some problems with that, and it was actually on my Enterprise refit. And it was just one section. It was really the weirdest shit that happened. A section about that big.
You were just telling me about that not too long ago.
Yeah.
That you were like, I'm just gonna leave it,
No, actually, I didn't leave it. I just cleaned it off to bare plastic, and re-hit it. That was years and years ago, and I never have gone back and finished that model. It's a shelf queen.
Forever.
No, not forever.
All right, so Chris says, saw those size plates at a point and throw sections away. Very common to see sections missing. All right, and he's talking about these side plates here, how they're actually sectioned off in panels. Yeah, I might just do that, Chris, and then leave the triangular bracket where it used to be, and I'll leave those. So I think it's one per section. Yeah, it's one triangle bracket per section. Yeah, I think I'll do that. That might look cool.
And put one just mangled, rolled up over the side of the tank.
Well, that would be where the bullet, the one that comes pre-damaged.
Yeah.
That would be, I could probably do that. I saw some people do this with armor models, and it's these front mud plates, I guess they're called. I don't know the names of them, but these front plates were usually bent, dented, and sometimes even missing from the armor model. So I thought I might be able to do something with that. Not mess it up like too bad, but like it's seen some mileage.
Oh, yeah. Come on! If anybody can mess it up too bad, it's you.
Yes, I can, but I have vowed not to do that. More of an oil-based paint. Okay, Rust-Oleum is more of an oil-based paint, Spence says, so it can take a while to fully dry and oxidize, especially the layers underneath the top one. Okay, so I've heard the terminology, Spence, is if this is what you're saying, I guess, gas out, like when you let paint gas out, this is what you're talking about? Oxidized or dry? Because, it was days in a well-heated room You know?
Room was on fire.
Chris, if they got damaged or the crew had to remove them for repairs, they became ditch plugs. Ah, all right. Especially, okay. They became ditch plugs. Especially the front one near the drive sprocket. Okay. These front fenders were usually hinged to make access to the drive sprocket easier. They got damaged and ripped off. Drivers bashed their way through things. yeah, see, so that makes sense. That makes sense. So, you know, I can't remember how I saw them do it. I think they took heat to it, and then, like, pliers or whatever, or tweezers, and just kind of, like, curled up the corners and, you know, dented it up.
I've seen you do things like that.
Well, you know, I'm doing this in a very light fashion. This tank will be on the shelf and display orientated. Not blown up, not wrecked, not in space.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Tanks in space.
It won't survive long.
Alright. So now I'm irritated just a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Because these aren't marked. No, those are the same ones. There's the ones I'm looking for. So these narrower ones will fit in the opening to go down below. I had 2 rungs on here. They were beautiful. I went to try and test fit it, and it's like, nope, I ain't going in there. I don't like it. It's dark down there.
Alright. Let's see. Something to bend with. We could probably.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Sledgehammer will bend most things.
Alright, Chris. Let's do this. Let's see how can I prop this up. Helping hands? Helping hands. Let's get this bad boy up. Alright, Chris, you ready? Oh, wait a minute. Just gonna set something. Gas out means more like evaporate, like acrylics or lacquers. Oils and enamels instead oxidize. That is, they react with the oxygen in the air. And that can take a few days or more. Okay, I get that. Okay, so the acrylics and lacquer, that's cool that you mentioned that, because a lot of the car guys that I watch, they mention the gas out, but they're using lacquers and acrylics, with the lacquers being the like tester spray paint, you know, or other paints. All right, that space honor disappeared as the war went on because they became less effective against high velocity guns. And they were heavy. The space honor. Oh. Yeah, okay. The plates. Okay, gotcha. Alright.
I'm going to tell Karina. I'm going to tell Karina.
You can't do anything about it. What? No.
You might not want to bend these unless you can remove the drive sprocket. And I know you can't remove the drive sprocket. Somebody tried to glue it on the inside of the tank.
Yeah, well, maybe I put 4 drive sprockets in there. How do you know?
That was one of those times that we were just all laughing and typing in the chat going, Eric, pay attention to us. I remember the first time we did that.
Yeah, but Chris, what? Fine. I bet that one. I bet that one. It looks fine.
Things look fine until they don't.
Huh? See? Look, a little curl up. Huh? Not bad. Right? Don't melt the sprocket teeth. Huh? Nah. Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, I probably would.
He probably already has.
One. Now, if I could have. Oh, what have to do it? And a piece of metal.
A little,
Here.
a little driver's head sticking up out of the top of that tank. Crazy. It's all I've succeeded in doing tonight. Paint half a soldier.
That's not bad. I managed to put these stairs together backwards.
Hey, if you gotta put them together somehow, backwards is as good as any.
I hear fire.
Get in there. Just had to grab some stuff.
Okay. That will fit down that hole.
Now.
By the way, Chris says, looks good. Your first damage, you're now a tank modeler. No, pack it with mud to hide your mistakes and your journey. Now pack it with mud to hide your mistakes and your journey is complete. And you have wall mud.
Hey, wall mud. I'm telling you, that is like the secret weapon now.
Well, I hate to say it, guys, but I think I'm done in.
Whoops, I caught on fire.
That's good. That's real good.
Isn't that what you were trying for, was fire?
Alright, I'll stop there. That's cool. I don't want heavy damage. But yeah, I'll show this off real quick. Damage. Yeah, dude.
Oh, see it. Cool. I started my stairs.
All right.
All right, guys, I'm done.
Yep.
Yes, thank you, everybody, for joining. I'm gonna get to.
So am I. Everybody have a great evening. Well, right.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was. We'll see you all next Friday.
Next Friday it is.
Works for me.